Hey guys, PRJ_95 here, bringing you the latest from Minecraft Live, including some of the awesome new features that are going to be brought into the game during the Wild update for 1.19. We're also going to talk about the mob that won the community vote, and also some of the features that we can look forward to in future updates. Starting off with the caves and cliffs, is that the mountains and the caves all look incredible. The size of the mountains are absolutely epic. It's going to make early game a lot more challenging depending on where you spawn into the game. They also talked about block bench, which is a way for you to create your own mobs. It feels like they didn't show how cool the block bench feature could be because all they did was turn a polar bear to a brown grizzly bear. They could have demonstrated it a lot better and shown off all the features that you could use to try to get more people interested in using block bench. Now let's talk about the Wild update itself. The first thing that we got to see was that swamps are getting an update. They look absolutely incredible, and also it's going to bring in a ton of new features. Firstly, we get a brand new biome known as the mangrove swamp. And with the mangrove biome, we also get a brand new tree known as the mangrove tree. The only issue I have with the mangrove tree is that the color looks more like it should belong in a jungle biome. The Biomes O Plenty mangrove tree looks like it would fit into a swamp much more realistically. Another thing that we're going to get from this update is frogs. The frogs do look a little bit derpy, but one of the main issues that I have with the frogs is that, for one, we don't know what they drop, and two, the color scheme for the frogs doesn't seem to match the biomes that they're going to be in. However, with frogs, we also have a new variant where we don't just have baby frogs, we have tadpoles. And apparently we will be able to move them to a biome, and that should affect the way that they grow. So we should be able to affect what color they turn into when they become a frog. We also have the fireflies, which are a good idea, but the design is lacking. All they've done is turn 2 pixels into different colors. If the fireflies actually emit a light, then that will help the design much better in my opinion. However, with the swamp update, we are also getting mud blocks, and with that we actually have renewable clay. So if you have a mud block, you can put dripstone underneath the mud block and the water will drip off of it, and you will be left with a clay block. It is absolutely fantastic and means that our rivers will no longer have to be dug up for clay. We can also have mud bricks, which looks super cool, and hopefully we get the stair variants, the slab variants, and all the other variants that come with having a brick variant. We will also get boats with chests. That will be super useful for early game exploration because there are many times where you want to explore early game and you run out of inventory space very quickly and you have to dump a lot of items. This will mean that we can store more items as we're traveling the seas. And then this brings us on to the biggest and, in my opinion, the coolest part of the 1.19 update, which is the Deep Dark and also the Warden. Deep Dark cities are absolutely incredible, and the music for the Deep Dark cities is some of the best that I have ever heard in Minecraft. One worrying part about the Deep Dark cities is that the loot from it didn't really seem worth the hassle that it could bring when you're fighting the Warden. However, if the music from the Deep Dark cities is put into a music disc, that would be a really cool way to get that music into your game no matter where you are. One thing that we have to say about the Warden is that the Warden has one of the best entrances that I have ever seen for a mob boss. The fact that it emerges from the floor is absolutely terrifying, along with the darkness effect that you get. It is going to be one of the scariest bosses that has ever been introduced into Minecraft. The final thing that we have to talk about is the new SCULK blocks. It looks like we're going to be able to farm the SCULK blocks, but in the video we can use Silk Touch on the blocks to bring them to another location. So if we have a mob farm, we might be able to use this to create some amazing SCULK block farms. It will be really interesting to see how the technical side of Minecraft brings this into the game. And of course, the main thing that comes from these Minecraft Live events is the new mob that we as a community have added into the game. The winning mob was the LA, beating the copper golem in the final round of voting very narrowly. Hopefully they will find a way to implement the copper golem into the game in a future update, because the idea of it being able to assist in redstone is honestly fascinating. And that is everything for this video. I really hope you enjoyed listening to my thoughts and opinions, and I hope that you're excited for the next couple of updates just as much as I am. If you guys really did enjoy the video, please hit the like button below, and if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.